the anti-hero of secret societies, of co-conspirators, and of authentic artists. It's an observational account of the last 7 years, drawn from Peter's diaries and my writing, a collaboration of sorts. Many aspects of his existence that could be seen as a paradise, but I also think Peter's one of the most paradoxical characters that you'll ever meet. He's in continual ebb and flow, but that also makes him fascinating. He's also very ephemeral, and so this book is about trying to capture that ephemeral quality. An incredibly prismatic and charismatic, creative individual. One of the last true individuals, at least in music, but I mean, he goes beyond music into art, into literature. He's not somebody that can be confined creatively. We've sort of been circling each other for the last 7 years, so could be fate, could be synchronicity. It's the way these things work. But I also think in Peter world, nothing is ever obvious. He's a compulsive diary keeper. I think they're a very rich reflection of who he is. I mean, if you want to find the mind of Peter, it's in his diaries. In his earlier diaries, you have the sense of a sort of passionate ingenue, in love with the idea of a band being a gang, of being brothers. And in the later years, although there is still that dedication to the band ideal, it's also about him coming into his own and being the solo artist again around whom everybody orbits. He doesn't sleep for 4 or 5 days at a time and sort of has waking dreams. And I said to him, why can't you go to sleep? And he said, because there's so much going on. From the point of the band being called the Libertines, he has lived his life, perhaps in the 18th century tradition, of wanting to be a true libertine, and how many people stick to that course, that ideal. And what is a libertine? It's somebody that tries to live life on their own terms, regardless of the law, regardless of convention, and it can be a very tricky path. 3 years ago, he gave me the gift of an antique Parker pen, a beautiful pen, and I said thank you very much, and it was sitting in my house. And I think really what he was trying to say without saying it was, one day you're going to write about me. He's so drawn and stimulated and by everything, by the whirlwind that he's created. Can he keep his equilibrium in this tornado that is Peter?